going on? This is Background Noise, episode 489. I am joined by the lovely Mark.
Hello.
And the lovely Ricky.
Oh no.
Hi.
Why?
Hi.
Oh, hi.
telling you, I think Ricky's already too drunk for
That's
this.
okay, that's okay, you know.
I've been too drunk for the last hour.
That's, everything happens. But our lovely friendo, Wiki, this is Wiki's first episode.
Oh, it's Ash!
It's Ash.
And Raul!
And Raul.
Hello, friendos. Welcome on in. You both see our lovely, lovely Wiki, who is making their debut on our show tonight. I appreciate you being on. Oh no. No, I don't think I could do that to Wiki. I didn't do that to anyone else who's a new
Wow,
guest
you're not
recently.
friends with me? I see how it is, Ash.
Yeah,
We're friends of Wiki. Well, clearly, they're only a friend of Ricky, because Wiki.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
I do talk to them on an absolute daily basis.
That's
As,
just you DM for them.
Sorlocto, it is lovely to meet you. Witchcraft, we've been acquainted before. I recognize you. I've definitely stopped in your streams, and you've stopped in mine as well. But yeah, any friendo of Ricky is a friendo of the channel. And yeah, so each week, for friendos who might not be as familiar with what we do here, for Background Noise, we come with a question of the week, and we talk about it for a little bit, and we love to hear what people from chat say as well for the question week, and we talk about your answers. Our question of the week is, what game or activity have you really enjoyed lately? So it doesn't have to be a game, but we're on Twitch, so I feel like I put game. But it could be anything, or activity, which means it could legitimately be you've really liked reading lately. You've really liked a certain genre of music that you've dived into lately. You've just really liked playing this video game lately. You've really liked a tabletop game. You really liked the board game. You really liked the way your cat has been purring lately. And it's like, wow, look at that kitty cat. That's a cute cat. I like the cat.
Where's the Mouse?
Where's the Mouse?
Where is the Mouse? Oh, for anybody who does not know, and Ash is trying to sell people on Mass Effect.
So Ash, just want to talk to you real fast.
Oh no, they've been introduced.
I am... The Mass Effect trilogy is my favorite game series of all time. So I bought the Legendary Edition, like, the minute it came out. And I played through the original Mass Effect games.
Times.
I want to say any close to 10 times, probably, maybe. It might be like 7 or 8.
Okay, so this might be a bit off topic from the question itself. Who did you romance? Who is your go-to romance in each playthrough?
Okay, so
this is an important question. For
it definitely is for Mass Effect. So in Mass Effect 1, I'll tell you my initial and my ideal.
Okay.
Because those answers slightly change. Ash, thank you for the follow, lovely friendo. Welcome on into the HydroxideAnt farm. My first playthrough in Mass Effect 1, there's 2 options for romance. For anyone who doesn't know, it's Ashley Williams or Liara. In the first playthrough, I picked the space racist.
You picked the space.
And in Mass Effect 2, the first playthrough, I'm getting a little mixed up in my head, but I may have picked Jack the first playthrough for Mass Effect 2. The first time I played Mass Effect 2. But, and then I love Jack, But then I played Mass Effect 1 and 2, and then I played through them again before Mass Effect 3 came out. The second time I played through that, I picked Liara, Tali, and Tali. And now my ideal is Liara, Tali, Tali. And I don't think I would
Tali best
swap.
girl.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Just, I enjoy that character.
I wonder why.
Reasons.
Reasons.
Actually, I got as far as I can't tell the aliens from the animals, and I was like, oh hell no. Jack has also had a great arc. So like the character Jack in those games, absolutely lovely. Like to go from such like a hard ass to like actually opening up is one of my favorite things to see. Like a character growth. And like it's also like this is everyone strap in Mass Effect lore time. That's it.
I'm ready.
It wasn't supposed to be a gun.
It could be a gun, Mass Effect lore.
Yeah, Mass Effect has guns. So there are multiple ways that like certain events can go. In Mass Effect 2 is the first time you get to meet the character Jack. Listen to Mass Effect lore, get shot. Those are your options. You can for lack of a better way to sugarcoat it, you can have sex with Jack before the normal point in time, like where like you have a moment with your chosen romance partner. But if you don't do that, the scene that happens later is much more beautiful. And like I think that if you, I can't remember if you do that you get the second scene or not, but yeah, being treated as a person, even video game characters want to be treated as people. So the Jack arc is a lot of fun. You don't? Okay, I didn't think so, but I wasn't sure. And the human specific ones you not types. Yes, that's it. Exactly. You're correct. You are correct. It's really cool to have people who know Mass Effect that deep too.
Well, I also know Mass Effect.
Oh.
Because I binged it for a few months straight.
Good.
Like
good.
from like 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock in the morning.
So then I'm gonna toss the question that I got: romanced who?
So initially it was Liara because I didn't know what I was doing, and I'm a weenie, and I when presented with different options, I'm like, no, I'm sticking with this one person. And then the second playthrough, I'm like, you know what? I'm going for Garrus.
Yes.
And that is now my ideal one. That he is my ideal romance for every playthrough now.
So I will say this: I played male ship in times I played. If I could have romanced Garrus as male ship, I would have, most likely, because look, it's Garrus. Come on, Garrus is
Garrus.
Garrus is.
I'm a sucker for best friends to lovers.
I mean, it's Garrus. I don't know how many times I can say it's Garrus, or can I wait a minute? I'm just in the middle of some calibrations.
Who's Garrus? I only know Archangel.
True. Yeah, no, you're right. Playing Femship does equal getting to listen to Jennifer Hale for 120 hours. So, I played the games enough that I have played through the trilogy as both male ship and femship.
Are you able to recite
No.
each scene?
Like, what do you mean by each scene?
Like, you're able
Like in the
to,
game?
just in the game, you're able to just regurgitate all of the lines.
No, I can't. I'm not like that kind of memory person.
Oh no, that's me with my favorite activity, which we'll get into later.
Yeah, it's the type of thing where I played it so often I remember the order of things. Like, I remember the big plot points and a bunch of really irrelevant things that don't matter. So, like that time a train went by!
Hold on, I'm waiting for the train in chat.
Train! Train!
So Tony, you wouldn't know this, but in the Friday game, it is bad luck not to say train when we hear the train from Mark's mic.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Oh, wait, quick question, Tony.
Yeah.
Do you have tits on?
Yeah.
You have to, wait, what?
Alright, Rel, take a look at this.
Sweet. Ow! Somehow help me! Nothing happened.
Oh, good God.
There it is.
I don't have enough bits for it.
So, it's channel points.
Channel points, whatever.
Yeah. And, Quack! CK! Hello, CK! Big stretch. Oh, the big stretch. Thank you. Thank you kindly.
Because I needed one too.
Everyone stretch big.
Oh, my shoulder's cracked.
We'll all go big stretch, like when the pet stretches.
Oh, that sobered me the fuck up real quick. God damn.
You just needed a big stretch.
I think Rookie needed it more than you did.
Yeah, actually, thanks for redeeming it for yourself.
Now.
Oh, thank you for the hydrate. From a mysterious stranger.
Just out of reach. Can't hear y'all. But you'll be able to hear me.
Thank you, Kendall, for the hydrate. Just remember, your favorite streamers are just houseplants who forget to water themselves. So remember to water your streamer.
If I ever do streaming and I ever do it full time, I'm just going to have the hydrate button, but instead it'll literally just release a shower. Like, it'll release a 2-second spray of water at me.
Now, just from lessons learned, put a cooldown on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please put a
Because
cooldown.
we waterboarded Tony with like 30 hydrates.
Oh, good God. I did that to a friend before.
This is our friend
Hi,
Wiki.
Snow.
Hi, Snow.
This is our friend Wiki, who we love.
Don't lie.
Okay, this is our friend Wiki, who I love.
I love Wiki.
Yes, fight for my affection.
I've known both of you longer.
It's true.
You both fight for my affection.
I don't need to fight for shit. Tony's gonna back down.
I'm not gonna back down.
It's me.
No, I would do anything for my friends, so... Must have friend love.
Yeah, but no. Here's the wonderful thing. Sorlock.
Wow.
The Sorlock got me into Mass Effect. Because I told them, hey, I'm probably going to play this at some point, but I don't got. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm going to get this at some point, but I don't have the money for it right now. Literally the next day, he bought it for me, and he told me to play it, bitch. And I think those were his exact words.
Good.
Sorlock. If you remember a while ago, when you were first thinking of running a Mass Effect game, I was like, hey, if we have room for one more person, I have someone in mind. This is the person I was talking about. It's Tony. Tony was the person.
It's me.
It's Tony.
I'm Tony.
He is my personal Mass Effect nerd.
It is Mass Effect 2. God, Mass Effect 2 was the one I played the most.
I mean...
I'm just saying. Also, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
You free Tuesdays at 8 o'clock?
Oh, probably not. Unfortunately.
Damn it! Why'd you curve it like that?
Oh. Yeah, I have work meetings almost every Tuesday night, but I will look at my schedule and see if there's anything I can do. But I will let you know.
Dang it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I do enjoy when we're talking about wiki love. Kendall said wiki is alright, I guess. So yeah.
So
I enjoyed that.
I'm waiting for the stream of curses.
The stream of curses. So we talked about Mass Effect.
Yes.
What are some games or activities you guys have enjoyed lately?
Right, thank you for circling us back to the question.
If you don't stop me, I'm going to talk about Skyrim.
Skyrim is a pretty cool game. The game that I've been enjoying the most lately is Destiny 2. I've gotten into Destiny recently, and I'm having so much fun playing it.
I'm heartbroken with Destiny right now.
In a good way or a bad way?
Bad way.
Oh.
In a bad way.
Oh.
Sorlock and Witchcrafted have both gotten text messages from me complaining.
Does it have anything to do with...
Yes, it has everything to do with the new thing that's coming out.
Okay. Interessante.
And those for people who don't know, the trailer is out. An old character is coming back. His name is Cade Six. He's wonderful. I love him to death. He should not have come back narratively. It's a very dumb decision that was made for nostalgia purposes. I honestly think he should have stayed dead, but whatever. That's me. As a writer, I think they should have kept him dead.
Mr. Brownie God, what's good, gang? What's going on, friendo?
It's Brownie.
Oh, it's Brownie.
Hi,
boy. Brownie, I'm not really that drunk anymore.
Brownie, I totally didn't plug your channel in another one of my
yeah, it was just like suddenly I feel like there was a plug somewhere. But for our question of the week, we actually had a few answers in chat. Snow said, favorite activity recently, probably hanging out with TK, which is a friend of ours, or TOTK, the new Legend of Zelda video game.
Been hearing nothing but good things about that game.
Snow said I got a card for TK, and he's an ass to tell me to drink more water. Drink more water. And when you had mentioned curses before, Snow immediately said, fuck shit, bitch, crap. Crap is not really... To me, crap's not a curse. I don't think that's... I think that's like one of those ones where it's like...
It's like curse light.
Yeah.
I think it's technically a curse, but among all the curses, it's...
Are we talking about crap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really that bad of a curse.
Oh, but it is. Okay, interesting.
Fuck, shit, bitch, ass, cock. You guys said so many things, Snow.
So, Autobot...
words. Your vocabulary is limited.
Tony,
so, I'm going...
Allow it. Okay, is that okay?
I'm sorry.
Is that allowed? I don't know.
Just because, It's classic. Oh, wait, yes, allow it. It's, that's George Carlin, so that's
there
okay.
There we go.
Yeah. It took me a second to realize. I'm just like, ooh, there are a few words there that I don't like. But, yeah. Ooh, I don't know if I want it as added a permitted term. We're gonna have to go fix that.
I hit allow, and then it was auto-add.
We'll fix that later. Listen, I'm trying to be Twitch safe. Yeah, no, I got you. I appreciate you. We'll figure that out a later date. Yeah, so, sorry, Witchcraft had said, Diablo 4. Yes. How is Diablo 4? I had a few friendos. Diablo 4 is the one that came out recently?
The beta was actually really good. I only got to play Rogue and Druid because I kind of like slacked off, and I didn't get the horn. I know I'm a heathen. I didn't get the horn. But it's really good. It feels really nice to play. It's nothing like Diablo 3 where you're fucking immortal until you're not. You very much have to pay attention to what you're doing. I like it though.
Cool.
It's a claw, not a horn. I don't care. It is a curved keratin item. Keratin, is that what horns are made out of?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
That sounds about right.
I only know that from Ark.
Yes, the other addiction in the room.
And totally not the dinosaur encyclopedia in my room.
The autism, you mean?
Shush. That's probably not.
Snow exercise earlier.
definitely
Brain is small. Your
probably
brain is not
not.
small. You're very bright.
Alright, the question of the week, gamer activity. I would say War Thunder, but we're boycotting it right now.
Oh yeah, that.
Is it why? Is there a specific reason people are you doing it in particular, or is this like a
pay to win?
Okay.
Well, we've gotten it approved on Steam as being labeled as pay to win, and we dropped the recent reviews to 8%.
Oh.
So over the past couple months, Gaijin, the company that owns War Thunder, has been slowly making it more difficult to earn money, while at the same time making it more expensive to play, to the point where now you really can't play unless you put actual money into the game. And the entire community is like, fuck you, no.
Gotcha. Oh, that's
When does that begin? Did that begin yesterday?
That began yesterday. It's a 2-week boycott where I'm not touching War Thunder for 2 weeks and I'm going to suffer.
But no, it's the children.
I see that Skinner meme in the chat.
I see that Skinner
meme in the chat.
All of the like statements that Gaijin has released would be good statements if it wasn't about a game where you can put money into it. Because, like they said, their reasons for, making the grind longer was because at least what they said, players were getting overwhelmed with how quickly they were getting to more complicated tanks, which War Thunder is a very complex game. If they didn't let you just put money into it to skip all of the grinding, I don't think I would have been angry with them for making the grinding longer, because I've played a shit ton and I still feel like I'm a new player with how complex things get with the more higher tier tanks you play. However, when you can push a button and use a credit card and skip all the grinding, they don't actually give a shit about how complex the game is. They just don't want people to succeed when they're playing for free.
That's why I'm like super wary of free games nowadays.
I mean, that's every free game. It's like the new term that's been coined for free games, where like technically putting money into a game doesn't give you an advantage, but it does make it easier, is pay for convenience, which is what most free-to-play games are now, where it's like, yeah, you can play free, but it's easier to put money into the game.
Freemium. I like that.
It's
as well.
freemium, yeah. Freemium, pay for convenience. Because, like, technically War Thunder is not pay to win, because it is a skill-based game. You can't just put money into it and just curb stomp everyone. However, what takes me months of playing could be achieved with a $60 tank purchase. And yes, it is
other
expensive.
In other words, coming from the accountant in the room, late stage capitalism.
Yeah, that would do it. And it's a Russian game too.
Oh, that's funny. That's real funny.
That is interesting.
Yeah, I know. I know. Trust me, I know.
Is your
system?
Is your role not
system,
to?
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello. Is your role to not pre-order? I assume. Is that what the rule is? For Sorlock?
Sorlock and Witchcraft have a general rule where they don't pre-order games because it keeps screwing them over, and I think the game that really like sealed that rule into place was Bloodlines 2.
I was gonna say there isn't really a lot of times a good reason to pre-order games anymore. You might as well just buy them when they're out.
Not unless they give you early access to the game.
Okay, early access is like the one thing that they do, but most games like they don't. I feel like at one point they gave bonuses that like were the worth to pre-order, or like cool art or something sometimes. But and also
game is
enjoying my info
has like really cool art. Maybe I'll buy the art book with the pre-order. But like that's still like I could get that on eBay like later down the line somewhere. Yeah. Someone's gonna sell that for a lot of money.
I remember when I picked up. God,
sounds good
when I was like I don't know, 12. I pre-ordered Dragon Age Origins.
Yeah, that's understandable.
And it came with a pass that gave you future DLC, and I'm like, that's a good deal. And it didn't.
Yeah, and it was
a good deal because it was probably another $100 worth of DLC that came out in the next couple years.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That was worth it.
I'm like, yeah, that was worth it.
Very worth it. So, Primal said, I'll pre-order, but it really depends on the game series. Yeah, very fair. Sorlock said, yep, that's what got me to pre-order. I get to play in 5 days. Unless Collector's Edition. Collector's Edition, yeah, that's a fair shout as well, Infobot. CK said Mortal Kombat tends to give extra characters for pre-orders. See, like, that's my thing with pre-ordering, is if there is, like, some sort of legitimate reason to do it. I don't know, feel free. I'm not gonna stop you. A lot of people are against pre-ordering just as, like, a concept. And, like, I don't view it as, like, a super evil thing to do. I just don't think I care enough.
Hi, Tony.
Ooh, Dragon Age Origins. I've really wanted to play Dragon Age because of
our Sunday game.
Yeah.
Yes, but also it's by the same creators as
BioWare. Yeah. That's why.
I will warn you though. Dragon Age Origins has very crunchy gameplay.
Well, I mean, yeah.
You can't blame me for that one.
No, but truthfully, Dragon Age Origins, in my opinion, is really the only good Dragon Age game. Dragon Age 2 and Dragon Age Inquisition were not good games, but Dragon Age Origins, oh god, you're gonna love it, Tony.
Yeah, I think that would be a game I enjoy.
I think you'd greatly enjoy it because I think Dragon Age Origins has some of the best writing out of all 3 games.
Oh yeah. The game doesn't have rough, the best, but it was also early.
Yeah, it was for the time. The graphics were also pretty rough. However, that hasn't been a problem, really. That's never been a problem with me, at least. Yeah. I don't know if that'll be a problem with you.
Yeah, and like I know that Dragon Age is BioWare, hence why I was like, I'm gonna name my character Shepard for the. I picked the other BioWare title.
I'm not like other girls. I picked the other BioWare. Where's Alec when we need them?
That would be funny. Alright, I gotta add this into One Day Redeems. So, Dragon Age.
Specifically Origins.
Dragon Age Origins.
There you go.
I wasn't the first. Am I the third? I am indeed the third.
You're third. Derek might come for you.
Derek will take your ankles.
I don't give a shit.
Oh, that's okay then.
I may be a little bit more sober than before. I am still,
Anthem.
however, tipsy as hell.
Infobots has been joined by a king. So, Infobot's not alone anymore. That's good to know.
So,
User joined your channel.
Hello.
there's Whooms.
Moved to your channel.
Colin and Infobot.
I'm just the Infobot's taxi boy.
User left your channel.
Oh,
No.
Okay.
You guys were forgetting Anthem, the forgotten BioWare title. Never forget.
I want to.
I forgot that. Wait, is it? I thought that was EA specifically.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, technically any EA title can also be a BioWare title as well now.
Oh, guess who owns BioWare?
Yeah. Well, I liked Anthem.
Why would you say something so controversial yet so brave?
Okay, this is just gonna be me. I really liked the gameplay of Anthem. I very much enjoyed the concepts. I think the only thing they went wrong was not updating it as often as it should have been.
Yeah. I've yet to play it. I've had it sold, but I heard that the gameplays look just fun to go through. But everything else, there's just nothing else.
Yeah, no, it's after you get through like the main story and like a couple missions, or like a couple like repeat dungeon missions. It's repetitive.
Yeah.
But I also have played MMOs for most of my life. And that's all MMOs are, is just the same fucking thing every single day.
And the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day.
And the next day, and then the next day. I've played World of Warcraft since I was fucking 12.
I somehow avoided World of Warcraft in my...
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
I didn't
World of
even,
Warcraft is poison.
World of Warcraft is one of the few things that I've also not avoided, but like just never was in my wheelhouse.
It was always too expensive. It's like I gotta buy this, but then buy this, but then subscribe.
I'm gonna go on a little bit of a rant.
Uh-oh.
And this is very the opposite of what I've enjoyed lately. World of Warcraft story sucks now.
Why would you say something so truthful that the entire community agrees with?
It absolutely sucks now. They did a very good job at Legion.
They're just
and then they just
kind of at this point. I mean, why would they put effort into it?
Primal said Final Fantasy XIV is the better MMO in my opinion.
It is, but the problem is that World of Warcraft scratched the brain better than Final Fantasy did.
I forgot that was part of the song, sorry.
MMOs encourage me to talk to other people, I just don't have time for it. Oh. Some multiplayer by third person.
I have like TOS soundboard, and then I have like non-TOS soundboard. I gotta configure it.
But no, you have literally destroyed the same Lich's phylactery 3 times canonically in the story, not including the actual gameplay amount of times that the community has destroyed his phylactery, which is probably in the thousands by this point, maybe the tens of thousands.
Tens of thousands.
At least 3.
Fucking, you have killed Kel'Thuzad 3 times. And each time he comes back, he was like, haha, you fool, that was my fake phylactery all along.
Somehow, Granthuzad returned.
He's always, I have a fake phylactery, motherfucker. And then the final time you kill him, he's like, you are now inside my phylactery.
Has anyone had the misfortune of playing Halo 5 besides me?
Dude, one of the Roman... Oh god,
There's a boss in that game that's repeated through the entirety of the campaign. And whenever there's a situation where someone just returns out of nowhere, I'm just like, he's back, the Warden Eternal.
One of the roommates voice back way back. The biggest difference between Mass Effect and Dragon Age was how successful the sequels were. Was Dragon Age sequels not successful?
The second game was... It fell on its face, and then Inquisition initially had very good results, but then the second you started looking deeper into the pond, you realized it was actually a puddle.
Yeah, it was like the first game. Truthfully, the first game was amazing. It still was like a 9 out of 10, and like a 95% positive reviews on Steam. But then like Dragon Age 2 and Dragon Age Inquisition, for different reasons, failed outright.
The story in 2 was bad at the start and then kind of okay at the midpoint, and then at the end it falls off again. And then in Inquisition you have a bunch of characters that you are going to like, maybe 2 of them, maybe 3. But overall, it's just a very... It is as vast as an ocean, but as deep as a puddle. That's all of the gameplay. Like, you can't... In Dragon Age Origins, you can make a rogue tank. Like, that's how deep that can go. You can actually legitimately build a D&D party. And you can build and optimize people for different roles, despite their classes. Like,
Sounds cool.
There is a 2-handed weapon in Dragon Age Origins that has backstab damage bonus. That's built specifically for rogues. Yeah, there we go.
So says hi to Infobot.
Yay! Hello.
I'm so happy to get people on the Dragon Age Origins train.
And Primal said Mass Effect
Dragon
got better with every installment. Yes? Of the trilogy? You mean the original trilogy? Because I think I'll agree.
Mass Effect had a good overarching story,
Yes,
and then
okay.
people
Halfway through.
blew out of proportions how bad the endings were.
Yeah, the endings weren't... So, this is a discussion I could have for hours, but the endings were fine. They weren't...
I also agree with that. The endings were not that bad.
They weren't, like, the greatest fan servicey thing we all wanted, or anything. But, like, they were fine, and they all made sense. But, like, it makes sense for a Mass Effect player. You know what I mean? Like, if you were just some random person looking Descending, you wouldn't, like, be able to be like, hey, after looking at all these things, I don't get it. But for Mass Effect, it comes down to 3 things that have been pitched to you throughout the entire games, basically.
My problem was, in the original launch version of the game, Tony, you could not tell apart the endings.
Other than the specific events that happened.
Yeah, but I mean,
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
I specifically have only played the Legendary Edition.
That's probably for the best.
So is that that has the extended cut ending then, I assume?
Yeah, probably.
I'm pretty sure it does. The only unfortunate part about the Legendary Edition is that there's a lot of multiplayer content that you cannot access.
Yeah.
Which you have to specifically buy 3 for, which I'm okay with. I wanted to try the multiplayer because I'm a sucker for like really bad multiplayer experiences, like the Dragon Age Inquisition one.
Uh,
I enjoyed that greatly, Mark.
I hope you know I've only played like an hour of Inquisition, and immediately I'm like, wow, this is not a great game.
I think
love
Inquisition's gameplay is fine. It's just way too. I think Inquisition's gameplay is okay. I just don't think it was Dragon Age.
And let's not even talk about Dragon Age 4.
Dragon Age 4.
Oh, yeah,
They released a trailer for it.
Oh right, thing. The thing with all the spoilers on it.
Where they ruined everything because they're like, wow, God of War 4 was really successful.
Right, they tried to like Dragon's Dogma this shit.
Yeah, I mean that's the one thing is Mass Effect had a gameplay style and for the most part stuck to it.
Yeah, they made some additions along the way, like when you're going from 1 to 2, they like removed a bunch of shit, but
yeah,
it
but
was
with
still
Dragon
massive.
Age, besides the first one, which is why I sing all praise to the original game. Every time they made a new game in Dragon Age, they just based it on what was popular at the time, and it had no feeling to it.
Here's a hot take for you.
Sure you're saying that.
Here's a hot take for you, both of you. Then, Dragon Age 2 had the best gameplay.
I have not played the Dragon Age
no,
games,
I
so
can understand that. But Dragon Age 1 was the most well-rounded out of all of them.
Oh, absolutely. The story was so good that it balanced out for the crunchy gameplay.
Yeah, but also, like, I mean, I'm not going to say that it was good gameplay, but it was also 2009. Like,
Skyrim had yet to be released.
Like, there were a lot of things that they could have done better, but they got all the bases covered and made a great story, which, truthfully, for me, is enough. If the gameplay isn't so bad that it detracts from the story, I don't care.
It just has to be at like a base level. That is the takeaway.
And that was the thing. Dragon Age Origins wasn't, for gameplay-wise, wasn't an amazing game, but it was good enough that I could enjoy the entire storyline that they gave me.
Yeah, like Friendos.
Chat
making really
I was about
points.
to say, Friendos in chat. From 1 to 2 for Mass Effect was like a huge leap in gameplay.
The gameplay got insanely better from 1 to 2, but as Sorlock was saying, 1 you play for the story. Like you're only playing it for the story.
You have to choke down 1 in order to get a good story for 2.
The story's really, really good through 1. And like very, very important, like overall to everything else that will happen. But like Mass Effect also did this thing where, like, theoretically, you could have just played 3. You could have just played 2 and 1. They had like systems in check, but you get, like, in my opinion, a much shittier version of the game.
Yeah.
Because like they would auto do decisions for you in some cases.
They had like a set Shepard default.
They had a set Shepard default and like backup characters that they made you have. Like for it was what's his name? Rex's brother was the leader of Future, for example.
That dickhead.
Reeve, I want to say, was their name.
I think it's Reeve. Sorlock, can you confirm this for me since you're the resident Mass Effect expert?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Reeve was like WREAV. Was it? And CK said, really bad multiplayer experiences. Have you played Resident Evil 6, specifically Addis campaign?
There was also a Resident Evil multiplayer only game at some point too.
I've only played Biohazard. I've had friends try to get me into Resident Evil 6, and then it would not work on my computer. And luckily, I didn't pay for it. But it's kind of sitting on my desktop now.
Oh, also, Tony.
Yes.
When you eventually, I don't know if you want to put this in your notes, when you eventually get around to Dragon Age Origins, I would suggest, and it's going to sound crazy, buying it through the EA game installer rather than Steam.
Yeah, I also suggest that actually.
The EA installer and launcher is terrible for most things. For some reason, Steam has decided to shit on Dragon Age Origins, and 50% of the player base can't play it anymore on Steam.
I have a
because
solution.
there's just
I'll third that.
Every
no,
time.
I don't want to use EA client.
I know. Okay,
I know.
I only use the EA client for two things: The Sims 4 and Dragon Age.
Yeah, no,
I do
literally,
use it to play Madden, the football game.
What I have on this, I'll list you all the games: Dragon Age Origins, and the other two Dragon Ages, Sims 4. And then I got a bundle deal at one point for Sims 3 and SimCity 2000. And that's it. That's all I have on EA.
Oh. Yeah, I'll probably have to
Like,
do
that
then.
But for some reason, people have had a lot of trouble with the Steam launcher for Dragon Age Origins. So I don't know if you want to put a note in, when you play it, get it
play
through the
Dragon
EA
Age
store.
Origins on PS3 as God intended.
No.
Play it on the Xbox 360.
Now, look. I gotta tell you, as bad as the gameplay is on PC for Dragon Age Origins, it's worse on console.
Yeah, this was optimized for PC. It does not feel like it.
Because here's the thing: it's a tactical game, and on console, you cannot enter the tactical map.
It reminds me of when they released the Civilization for consoles.
Oh my god, don't fucking get me started
on
that shit.
On console, you can only play third person. You cannot enter the tactical map view.
You can, however, pause the game.
Yeah, but that doesn't really matter much when you can't do the overhead view to place your spells.
That's fair, because then you have to do the third-person one, and you have to use your depth of vision, which is not reliable in the slightest.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting away from activities we enjoyed.
I just
the activity I actually enjoyed, because I was complaining about War Thunder when I answered the question instead of saying what I actually enjoy, because I'm giving War Thunder the 2-week boycott break. I've been very much enjoying playing D&D and other RPGs.
I'm on
Yes,
a
yeah.
6-month War Thunder break.
Well, there's an official
you're
boycott going on right now.
You're playing a Vorcha on Friday.
I'm playing a Vorcha.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because Ricky is running a campaign where we're essentially playing the Suicide Squad, so we're all criminals.
You guys are all criminals
That's
with
some sort of Suicide Squad.
So I'm playing a Vorcha.
Are you using
because
the races that aren't actually characters for the most
there
part?
is a supplementary site that actually converts 5e into the Mass Effect world.
And
it has it doesn't even have the base 5e classes. It has the classes from the game.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So you get to play a soldier, you get to play an engineer, you get to play a vanguard, and they all have unique gameplay experiences, and each one of them is good, except for musician, which Sorlak has been telling me all about. I have yet to look at it, and I don't want to because I don't want my soul to be crushed.
Mass Effect D&D, yes.
It's actually a very pleasant experience. Oh, there's the Malmouse. Hi, Hi, Bubs.
Hey, Bubs. Beppies. Beppies.
Hello.
There you go, Tony. But when you're free to look at it later.
Thank you.
Yes, that is D&D 5e, but converted to Mass Effect.
That is cool. That I think it's cool to also have like because like there were plenty of like races in the Mass Effect universe where like you didn't get to really deal with a whole heck of a lot, because the ones you really dealt with were the ones that were in your party.
I will say there are 2 races that are completely overpowered that aren't human in that system, and that is Turian and Asari.
I was going to say the Turian and Asari probably would be my guess.
Because Turians are well, Krogan aren't as powerful because they don't get the amount of bonus bullshit. Because Asari get a bunch of stupid powers. Like, they get powers and then, like, advancements on those powers, which I'm not getting into that.
You
just get to upgrade powers. And Turians are elves in the martial sense, where they can get the feat elven accuracy. But then they also have an improved version of pack tactics, which, as long as any ally is within melee range of another person, they get advantage. And Turians are incredibly customizable in terms of how you want to play them. One of the other players is playing a Turian from the military doctrine of demolitions, which if that enemy is hit with any type of grenade or mine or or like heavy weapon, that player now has advantage to hit them with their next weapon attack.
Nice.
Oh,
and they
that's
have
what Lilith's playing.
That's not Lilith. That's
no?
Dorper.
That's Dorper. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Dorper.
So you said demolitions, and I assumed Lilith.
Lilith's not doing demolition specifically, but Boom makes her very happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's interesting to hear about like Mass Effect races. Let me
actually link you the site on Discord. Oh, okay.
No, I said to him the second we started talking about it.
That's fair. Krogan are dwarves. They get a ridiculous amount of like. Hold on, I gotta mute the Twitch because apparently I'm very loud. Yeah, no. Krogan are dwarves because they get an extra amount of hit points. And if you play a Krogan with any class, it just improves.
Thanks for hanging out, Sorluck.
Bye.
Appreciate you.
See you Monday.
Ow! Hi, Blade. Hi.
Blade, why?
Hi, Blade.
Why are you abusing Tony?
It's fine.
Hold on. I have enough.
Tony, quick, how many colors are there?
At least
At least one.
Oh, hi, Kyle.
We miss Mark. We miss Kyle.
We miss Kyle. Where are you?
That come over. I don't know if it did, but there it is. Also, Tony, you know what? What's up?
Chicken butt.
Destiny 2 agrees that there are only 2 shapes. Squares and triangles.
Sphere and triangle.
Circles and triangles.
They both go in the square hole.
They both go in the square hole.
Circles and triangles. I'm so glad that I could get that
Circle
joke.
and triangles. I love that. There's a traveler with delay in the easy clap. You know, Kyle, I'm just saying.
So, I've actually been enjoying 2 activities lately. Well, a game and an activity.
Okay.
Hear it.
Obviously, the game already knows.
I miss Infobot, aka.
I miss Infobot.
Infobot is dead. Long live Infobot.
Long live Infobot.
Well, anyway, the game that Mark knows that I've been playing religiously. I've always been playing religiously, actually. Is Skyrim.
That makes sense.
Shocker.
I've always had a fascination with the Elder Scrolls universe.
Shocker.
User was moved to your channel.
Sorry, I had a crash.
No worries.
Infobot!
Infobot.
My boy!
Hold on, stand by.
Because I got
Keep that.
Dawn mowing long weed hacking after restring the trimmer since why when it's
Why is that game
oh
fresh?
Blade.
But
Good Blade.
yeah, no. I've been enjoying the Elder Scrolls. I've always enjoyed the Elder Scrolls universe. I've been playing Skyrim since I was 11. I started playing the other games since I was 15. I am now 22, about to be 23. I've been playing these for a very long time.
You've been playing it for half your life.
I've been playing it for half my life. I have developed most of my motor skills around Skyrim.
Gotta get yourself some Morrowind time.
I have a decent chunk of Morrowind time, actually.
You gotta work your way up to Oblivion. I somehow stumbled my way into the Oblivion Collector's Edition for 360.
Honestly, Oblivion is my least favorite game. I've played Arena, I've played Daggerfall, I've played all of the games that wasn't Battlespire or the travel games. And Oblivion actually has to be my least favorite of all the games.
That's what I've heard from most people, unfortunately.
Because Morrowind very much has the thing of you're specialized in one thing and you will do that for the rest of your playthrough.
I just remember being in Spanish class listening to Tomo talk about Morrowind nonstop. Oh, Tony?
I want to play more Daggerfall. However, it's like looking at an Excel spreadsheet in Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
I can't understand it. I don't know why. I'm trying. I've gotten out of the first dungeon. I've gotten out of the first dungeon finally.
I'm proud of you.
It looks like stream went down potentially.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought that was just me.
That was so weird
wait.
because like I don't think I had another tab going. I don't know what.
Snow stole that shit from me. God damn it.
Did you hear me when I... Oh, really? Stream restarted again. I lost my first. Damn it, Snow.
Damn it, Snow. I was gonna steal that from Mark.
Hello again.
Hello again.
Yeah, I don't know why that went down. My internet was being mean yesterday, but I could have sworn
Did
it
you hear
was.
me when I said Tony?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Did
no,
you
I heard
say
you guys
anything?
the entire. I said hi, but it just. Didn't,
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Then your stream just went down.
Yeah. Yeah, because I heard you guys the entire time, and I was laughing at what certain parts of Ricky playing Skyrim for half of your life.
Yeah. And it's gonna be more than half my life pretty soon.
Yeah, if you continue.
Which I very much am.
What do you mean,
Well,
I fully relegated Elder
you have to give
Scrolls
your
to be my special interest.
Do you have to give like your firstborn child to Todd Howard or something?
Yes.
Probably.
Okay.
Kids.
I don't want to procreate.
Oh, this is added reasons.
When you promise to pay your firstborn, but they don't know you're celibate.
Oh, there you go. Winner chicken.
I've been enjoying Skyrim because when I first started playing Skyrim, I played for like mechanical reasons. Like I played to play the game. Like I didn't give a shit about the story. Now I'm giving a shit about the story. Not for the first time, but like I've been doing like RP runs and I've been downloading mods where you have alternate starts and you can equip different armors.
I love that, CK.
Given firstborn to top. It is broken as shit. Is that the version of the game that doesn't need a single mod?
They don't
To make
exist.
it run.
No, Skyrim can run. Not well, but it
Yeah,
can.
I was going to say, but not well. Anything can go down a hill.
Okay. Fun fact. Alt-tabbing does not work on Skyrim. You have to actually, like, fully drag the mouse off the screen and have a second monitor as you're alt-tabbing.
I hate that.
That's how you do it.
Skyrim runs just well enough to be certified for console release.
Yeah, that's the thing. Skyrim was definitely made with consoles in mind more than PC.
I was gonna say, making a game to be fit for console release is not a high bar.
That's true.
However, I do think Skyrim is a very good experience. It has a surprisingly, it has a good story.
Yeah,
I have a fucking Google PowerPoint explaining it.
CK said Bethesda makes good worlds, but can't make games. They're a bit of an embarrassment as a company. Their games, they're like, I love the world of Fallout, for examil, but the games are.
But that's not specifically a Bethesda game.
I guess. Well,
I don't even think the Elder Scrolls is specifically a Bethesda game either.
Let's look that up.
Actually, I'm gonna look that up. You look up Fallout, I'll look up Elder Scrolls.
Bethesda. Trying to see if I can just pull up a. I'm just gonna put Bethesda games list. Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4, Fallout 76, Fallout 3. Yeah, so Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas. Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas are the ones I like. I never played
How
Fallout
can we forget
4.
Fallout and Fallout 2?
Never, like, they exist, but, like, I've never even touched them.
I've seen gameplay of them. It's so funny. I don't know why they did this, but I love them for it. If you make your character's intelligence too low, you cannot speak, and you just make grunting sounds and
Rambo.
and people just have to kind of work with you. It's like the button, the button. Press the button.
CK said Fallout 3 onwards is just Bethesda. And Elder Scrolls is just Bethesda.
Yeah, Bethesda. I just found that. And the Elder Scrolls was started in March 25th, 1994.
Wow.
That's older than me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
This series is a main staple in my life. I don't know how to feel about that.
When did Fallout 1 come out? 1997. Okay. I was alive.
The Elder Scrolls is older than Fallout.
Yeah.
Huh, that's interesting.
There was a 10-year gap between Fallout 2 and Fallout 3. Interesting.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was acquired by a completely different company, and they changed everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
also, Fallout became like a household name by that point.
Well, Fallout 3 is what made Fallout the household name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fallout 3 is the reason why I know what Fallout is. Fallout 3 was the first one I played.
That's how most of us know Fallout, really.
And then played Fallout New Vegas, which I loved.
Fallout 1 and Fallout 2 were like in... I don't know how to describe it other than like third-person isometric RuneScape style.
Whereas Fallout 3 was first-person shooter. and it's been that way onwards.
Yeah, with the option of third-person shooter, but not third-person isometric.
I mean, there's probably a mod out there for that.
Yeah, probably, but I mean, like, base game-wise, it's...
Oh yeah, base game... Listen, we never judge a Bethesda game on the base game content.
I'm still just... It was just so funny to me when I found out that in, like, the original 2 Fallouts, if you made your intelligence too low, you were literally, like, brain dead, and people were like, how are you alive? Like, people were so mean to you if you were that stupid. Because they're like, you can't understand me, can you?
Train. Yeah, no, but I've been enjoying Skyrim lately. There is a specific mod that actually overhauls the dialogue of a follower. It is a very specific follower. It is Serana, the most well-written character in the entirety of in fucking Skyrim. And even then, it's Bethesda well-written, so there's not a whole lot. It's not a high bar. And the activity I've been enjoying has also been D&D, but for different reasons. So Tony doesn't know this. Mark definitely knows this. Infobot does not know this. I don't talk to Infobot as much. Or at all, really. I have been without internet for a full week.
He's in pain.
Well, no.
It's back, right?
Last week it was completely out. Like, I couldn't even access it. I was on data. Which, unfortunately, my computer can't access data. It doesn't have a Wi-Fi setting. It only has an Ethernet setting. So, guess who couldn't actually use, like, most of his computer because his Wi-Fi was so slow that his taskbar was crashing. Oh yeah, by the way, that's when I learned that the taskbar actually uses internet. For all of you who have Windows, your taskbar is connected to your internet. And if your internet is slow enough, your taskbar will crash.
I don't have that problem.
Because I learned that shit. It was not fun. I was not amused. I am now amused by it, though. I texted Mark, I don't know when, but it was definitely late at night.
Yeah, you're just like, did you know that the taskbar requires internet? I'm like, yeah, of course it does.
I didn't.
You guys have Windows 11?
CK said, there are customers that serve work, I wonder how they're alive. That's fair.
No, here's the thing, if... God, I forgot how to do it. Yeah, in the taskbar, because it will suggest things to you from the internet as well. For some reason, they're like, yeah, so if the internet doesn't work, then you have no taskbar functions instead of just no internet taskbar functions.
Well, okay, here's the thing, though. It perfectly works if you have no internet connection, not if you have a slow one.
You should have just disconnected your,
I know, I should have, but the thing is, I'm lazy, and I did not think. I was just frustrated.
I mean, fair. All my homies hate Verizon.
I despise Verizon with a burning fucking fury. Because it took them a week to fix a fucking issue that shouldn't have been an issue to begin with. But you know what? The second it came back on, I did not think I could dance on a table.
I'd pay for that video.
I did Pennywise dance on my fucking island.
For CK. CK said a game that I've been enjoying lately. It's a bit of a curveball, but Marvel Snap. I think I saw our Jurassic Neat playing that recently. And I saw them playing it, but I can't really tell you what it is.
I'll look this shit up. Marvel Snap. It is a digital collectible card game.
I'm triggered from card games now.
Mark Cardine had a fucking episode.
I played Magic the Gathering for far too long.
Oof.
It is a mobile game, CK said.
Oh god, this is you dump a bunch of money into it and then you build a deck, isn't it? The first thing I got was Premium Builder and Tier List. Okay.
Never put any money into it, never will. Fair.
Yeah, don't. I've came to a realization about myself, and I don't know if it's the same for either of you or any of you, because I keep forgetting Infobot is here. Hi.
Hello.
If I put money into a game that was free, I immediately lose interest in it. Like, even if I did it willingly, if I wanted to.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't know why, but like I sink like $5 into a thing, I play it for a week, and then I just can't look at it. It's like it's like the walk of shame.
Aw, Ricky, your walk of shame.
My walk of shame, unfortunately, does not involve a second person.
Oh.
Oh, buddy.
Hey, listen, the best form of humor is self-deprecation.
I think a therapist would disagree, but
And what do they know? They only went to college for... One second.
Psychology.
Hold on.
Hmm.
Therapist... Education... Time... They only went to school for 7 years.
yeah. I
did
did that, not on purpose, but I did that.
I might have to do that on purpose.
Buddy.
I have to go for my master's, otherwise I can't get my thing.
Dang.
If I can't get my CPA license. Because I need like 150 credits, and I only got 90. So I'm going for my master's, and then I'm gonna pad out a couple semesters with random classes. It's the Mau Maus.
The Mau Maus.
No.
Buddy, come here. I'm here,
Ricky's
pup.
dog's name is Maui.
And it's actually not because of the Disney character. It is because his full name is stupid, and this is his new name.
Does he still respond to stupid?
No, shut up. His original name was Mohall. Which, whoever named him that, I wish a blight upon your family. What's the phrase from Romeo and Juliet? A blight upon both your houses?
Something like that.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Close enough.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with Tony's response, because he sounded the most confident about it.
No, I don't know, but thank you for saying I sounded confident.
I did not ask. I said. Don't you fucking giggle.
It's so easy for me to giggle. I am giggly gigglester. You know?
Yeah.
Giggles Gigglester. The third.
Whoa. Mr. Gigglester is my father.
While I have your stream up, I'm looking at my bookmarks, and all I see is a document in my Google Drive called Skyrim, and I know what document that is. That is the master doc of all of my mods, and a bunch of, gameplay tips. I did not make this doc. I found it on Reddit, because it had a bunch of locations for shrines in a mod. And I now have it there in case I need to consult any of the mods that I have. Because this doc is, I think, over 100 pages long. Hold on, let me open it. It's gonna take a second to load.
It'll take a second to load.
It is 120 pages long. It has a table of contents.
Oh.
Well, aren't you fancy?
I didn't make it.
Aren't you plagiarism fancy?
I know. I forgot who I even got this from. So, person with this doc in your Google Drive who made this thorough ass guide to literally everything about Skyrim, base game, DLC, and mod wise, I fucking salute you, sir. You have done the entire community a service that we cannot repay.
Aye, aye.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Aye, aye,
Oh.
Captain.
I can't hear
Who lives
you.
in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob.
SquarePants!
SquarePants.
Black!
SpongeBob is square.
SpongeBob.
Me boy.
SpongeBob, me boy, Bob.
SpongeBob, me boy Bob.
SpongeBob, Bob, me boy, Billy.
I inhaled 14 kilograms of helium, and I'm going to die.
I'm on ketamine, me boyo.
Nothing
Tank of helium
quite
downstairs.
like,
I should probably play with it.
Huh.
On an unrelated note, it's my brother's birthday, which is why I'm not at my current location. Or at the usual location I am at, which is called my home.
Oh.
I wonder what that is.
I'm not at my usual location, you know, home.
It's like, what? You just say home the first time. Smile. Wait, what?
Schmail.
Smile.
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 Henry, what games and/or activities have you enjoyed recently?
As usual, I enjoy building Lego, which I did today.
Nice.
But that's nothing really new. In terms of games, though, I just finished playing. It's funny because it was mentioned earlier. The God of War game, the newest, the second newest in the 2018.
The Ragnarok game.
No.
Oh,
one
you,
before that,
you said
God
the
of War.
second newest.
God of War 4.
Just-
Yeah.
Yeah, God of War.
Because I'd like to play Ragnarok at some point. And having not played any of the God of War games before that, but read to get caught up on where it was, I thought it was an excellent game. It was outstanding. And I learned a lot about like Nordic mythology, which is really cool. And story was really, really great too. Puzzles could have been without the puzzles, but that's alright.
Honestly, as much as they took a lot of creative liberties, I think one of the best ways to get into Norse mythology is the God of War series now.
Yeah, it's great.
Because it really it gives you like a very light version of it with very few artistic other than Ragnarok.
Kratos being there, but yeah, it's just like.
But it gives you a very like user-friendly manual to Norse mythology.
Yes.
Because rather than just having the books, which is the Eddas, you now have a lot of the stories and characters like contextualized. So rather than, oh, so-and-so got his eye plucked out by so-and-so, like, you can actually see how that affected each other. Or you can kind of tell what these people were like. And you can get invested in these characters. You're like, oh, I want to read more about this.
Yes.
As somebody who was into Norse mythology before this game came out, I think it was a very good game.
Well, I'm not usually into mythology and that sort of thing, but it was presented very well.
So, I know Mark has feelings about that.
Repeat the question.
God of War. The game's representation of Norse mythology.
I mean, I didn't hate it. I think among like most modern media, I think it did a better than average job. Where, like they did take some liberties, but overall stayed truthful, and they couldn't make it perfect because obviously Kratos doesn't fucking exist in Norse mythology.
They kind of have to work with that.
They took some liberties, they changed some things, but overall, I think they portrayed it really well. Like, the fact that, I mean, honestly, just the fact that he gave us big Thor, not
muscle.
Fucking, like...
muscle, but not, like...
Not CrossFit pro athlete Thor. And
we got
yes,
Thor that drank and fucked and ate. Rather than Thor that just fought.
And, like, obviously the whole, like, Loki thing was
weird,
but again, I don't mind it. Like, they obviously tried to get Norse mythology right while still playing around with things because they needed to make a new story. So I didn't dislike it. I think they balanced the right amount of creative liberties and, like, accuracy.
CK has a thing on the games, I believe.
Yeah, he's talking about researching into like the background stuff that they didn't explain in the game, and like Odin, and it said Odin's 4 ravens. It's actually 2 ravens. There's a lot of different birds in Norse mythology that are like there's the hawk at the top of Yggdrasil, which is. That's a subject because that's not very well explained. Odin's 2 ravens, Hugin and Munin, thought and memory. It does also have 2 wolves, which I really wished were put into the game because one of the lines in the Eddas is, oh yeah, he feeds them scraps, but Odin doesn't eat. So all of his dinner is their scraps. Odin literally subsists.
Connection lost.
Uh-oh. Well. Hi, recording. How you doing? My internet went out again.
Welcome back.
And now I'm
having
back.
a fun time, Tony?
No. My internet is been bullying me lately. Last night and tonight. You guys can hear me right now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
okay.
very robot-y though.
How you doing, Optimus?
Pretty prime.
Can you say Roger Roger really quick?
Roger, Roger.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Man, this is annoying. Why, stream, why? And by that I mean, why, internet, why? Alright, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, the recording is still going. I'm just gonna go restart my router, and hope that does something. So, the stream... Oh, it's coming back right now. Never mind. I will do that later. Oh no, stream die again? Yeah. Yep, my internet has not been too kind. I was
Do you
thinking
have Verizon by any chance?
No. No, I have a different regional one.
God, I hate internet service providers.
It's so annoying, because, like, I don't know what I could possibly do.
Nothing. You just kind of hope to God that it kind of works.
I feel like I had such a long streak where I wasn't having problems, and now I starting to have problems again. And I don't know what I can do about it. Other than just die.
But yeah, what were we talking about?
That's a good question. You're back, thank you, CK. We were talking about how Mark just got first for the second
Yeah.
time. Thank you for the stretch. The stretch.
God, every time I stretch, my shoulders crack, and there goes my elbow. Oh, what's crack-a-lackin', people?
My spine. This time it was me spine.
Sponge boy me, Bob.
Sponge
Boy,
Boy Bob. I am getting old and my joints no longer work how they used to. Mark's gonna fucking kill me.
You wish.
That'd be too easy.
I know existence is more suffering.
That's the most evil thing you could have said.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's true, though, but...
Oh, hey Mark.
Yeah.
You weren't there last night for D&D. You want to know what Brownie rolled to fix Drake?
What?
A fucking 50.
Oh my god. No, I was gonna be able to do that. They're not gonna let Drake live if he fixes him.
No, they did.
Okay.
Don't worry. It was...
Oh my god.
50?
He's fine. Drake is fine.
Okay.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna, like, unceremoniously kill off Drake without
Kill
you there.
again.
For Tony.
Hi.
Drake is a sentient golem that they got attached to.
Oh.
who was corrupted, and one of our characters eliminated him.
Yeah, there's no better word than eliminate, really.
Eliminated. To carry on the positivity and action I have been really enjoying lately is working on my album. It's been super fun. CK, that sounds so cool.
I've been working on a book.
Oh.
And unfortunately, because of how my creative process is, I got really, like, upset with myself. So I have decided that this is going to be the make or break. If I can't finish this in any capacity, I think I'm, like, done with, like, creative writing outside of D&D. So I have decided that I'm just gonna write fucking fan fiction, and if I can't finish this, that's the make or break.
CK asks, what's your book about?
What's the one special interest I've been talking about this entire time? Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh man, shocker.
Yeah, fucking shocker.
Surprise Pikachu face.
Surprised.
But yeah, I'm just gonna write the fan fiction. If I can't finish that, I'm just done with creative writing altogether. Well, not altogether, but like novel-wise. But if I can finish this, I don't know.
Then more writing.
Yeah, then more writing. It seems that I am not the only drunk one in the house.
It seems you're not alone.
It seems I'm not the only drunk one in the house, because I heard a bunch of shit fall over.
No, that might have just been my chair creaking.
Oh no, that was definitely downstairs.
Oh, okay.
I did fiction. Oh, CK said I did fiction writing at uni, and I learned that I cannot motivate myself to write without uni deadlines, which is a shame because I'm good at having ideas, I'm just bad at bothering to put them on paper. Makes sense.
You know, that's actually probably a good fucking idea. Okay.
Thank you.
What?
Thank you.
I might have to force somebody to make deadlines for me.
Well, Ricky.
If you want to read over my horrible writing, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, let's see, what timeline are you looking at for this? What do you want to do?
I'm not expecting to finish this anytime soon. This is gonna be a long fucking thing.
All right. Let's see. Today's the 27th.
I'm like halfway through the first chapter.
Oh, you're not doing like planning or anything?
I'm not really doing planning.
Oh, that was gonna be the first deadline I was gonna give you.
Let's do some planning.
Making a storyboard.
Oh, I already have the storyboard.
Okay.
You think I'm an amateur? I am an amateur, but not that much of an amateur.
All right. Ricky,
Yes.
you have until the end of the year to write a rough draft.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Okay. And you're actually gonna keep me on that shit.
I'm gonna give you a once-a-month update.
The last month you're gonna see I have finished 14 chapters in 2 days.
Also, what length are you thinking for this? Is it gonna be a short one?
No, it's not. Not at all.
Okay. Well,
The problem is I don't actually know how long it's going to be altogether.
7 months for a long book is not a lot, even for a rough draft. If it was gonna be a short book, I was gonna say this would be a good timeline.
Fuck it. 2 years maybe?
Nah, I'll give you until next year.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm gonna type it out.
Just
I'm gonna pin it in our
hey,
messages.
and I don't know who this is. I'm gonna leave that alone and see if they give me their name. Because I'm not answering that. But yeah, I'm gonna try and do this. I'll give you more details on the storyboarding later, Mark. Oh God. Oh, this exact day, next year.
Yes, you have exactly a year to do the rough draft, and I'm pinning it.
Oh yeah, I just saw that you pinned that shit. Okay.
You said you want to do it, and you might need like hard deadlines. I'm giving you a hard fucking deadline.
At least this is for the rough draft.
Yeah, no, I wasn't expecting you. God, dude, I mean, fucking look at George R.R. Martin.
I don't expect this motherfucker to finish a rough draft in his lifetime.
Yeah, but I'll give you a year for the rough draft. Because you said it's gonna be a bigger story, so.
Okay, the person that texted me is using not an iPhone because I got the green. I got the green chat bubble.
Bibble.
So I'm just gonna let this just.
What's funny is that one of my coworkers talks non-stop trash about how much he hates Apple, and he uses an iPhone, and I'm like, dude, come on.
On these things are not like the others.
One of my other coworkers was like, Mark, do you hate Apple? I'm like, yes, I fucking hate Apple. And they're like, show me your phone. And I pull out an Android, and they're like, oh, you actually hate Apple. And I'm like, yes. I fucking despise them.
Yeah, it's hard to say you hate Apple while owning an iPhone. Hi, iPhone. Anyways. Who's Esposito?
Alexa, play Despacito.
God, you never know how bad I've always wanted to say, like, Alexa, play Despacito, or Xbox off, and it happen over someone else's. Always wanted that to happen. Always.
I'm pretty sure one of my like last semester's classmates just gave a dude my number.
What is he cute?
I don't want to know because I'm not drunk enough to deal with strangers again.
Strangers.
Never mind.
CK said Apple are awful. I never bought an Apple product. They just take over people's ideas, paint them away, and charge an extra $150 for them. Yeah, I don't have much of an excuse to use Apple products, other than the fact that it is so much easier to, like, my entire family wanted, like, when they went to smartphones, it was so easy to teach them how to use an iPhone.
It's very user friendly.
Yeah. So now I just keep an iPhone, and so whenever they have a question, I can just be like, alright, yeah, I know exactly what it is in 5 seconds. Later on, down the road, I'm gonna probably no longer have an iPhone, but I don't really care what my phone is anymore. I just want a cell phone that works.
That's where I'm at.
If it works, I'm happy. Does all the silly things I need it to.
What?
Good silly phone.
Good silly fun.
Yeah, it just has to do all those silly things.
Raise.
Nice.
Nice.
I've been there 3 months.
Nice.
Actually, exactly. Today is exactly 3 months.
Nice.
I've been at my job 4 months. I should ask for a raise.
No, I mean, I didn't even ask, but one of my coworkers, who is, like, technically kind of my boss, not really, he's, like, it's weird, but they put him in charge of me, but he doesn't really have to do anything with IT anymore. But he was talking to some of the higher-ups, and, because they all love him, and he's like, hey, like, Mark's been helping me with a lot of my side projects lately in, like, my department, which isn't IT, and he's like, do you think there'd be room to, like, give him more compensation? And they're like, you know what, have him help you for, like, another month or two, and, show us what he does, and we'll consider it. Which, if any other company, or if they told anyone else but him that they would consider it, I think they were bullshitting. But, dude, he doesn't know why every single higher-up talks to him. Like, he's in every meeting, and he's like, I'm one of the, like, the lowest paid people here. Like, I'm bottom of the pecking order, but for some reason they all fucking love me, and they invite me to every meeting.
This is what happens when you are, like, a generally friendly person.
Actually, here's the thing. He's not.
Really?
No, like not in a bad way, because, like, I get along with him, but, like, a lot of people don't. It's the fact that he's extremely business-oriented that, like, his mindset is the grind. Like, he's on the grind set. And so, like, all the higher-ups are like, he will work his ass off for this company, so we want him in every meeting. So it's like it's every higher up meeting is like the C-suite, the board of directors, and him. And every time he comes back from one of those meetings, he's like, "Why am I there? Why do they bring me?
Why do they like me?"
CK said, that doesn't sound like business to me. My experience is that if you're generally a friendly person, you'll be taken advantage of constantly. In business,
Exactly.
yeah.
And that's the thing. He's not friendly. He's very driven to getting his job done the right way. He's not a yes man. He's not like, oh yeah, like sure I'll do that with you. Every time someone asks him to do something, he's like, why do we need to do this? He will question everyone who asks him for a favor. And if he doesn't think it's necessary, he'll tell them, no, I'm not doing that. Which is why the higher-ups love him, because all of his decisions have been right so far.
Oh.
And he tells everyone no when he thinks it's a bad decision, so they respect his opinion. Which, God, like, not to be down on myself, but, like, I'm too passive to do that.
Oh, yeah. No,
I have such a... Like, someone will ask me for a favor, and I'm like, yeah, sure. Someone asks him for a favor, and he's like, why do you need to do that in the first place? It would be way easier to do it this way. Which is why I say, like, I think he's a friendly person, because he never says it to, like, be a dick. He says it to be efficient.
Oh, must be nice. Must be insane to be respected at work.
I know, right? No, like, he's... Tony, this is the guy that I told you at 15 won, like, fucking $30,000 worth of CSGO skins.
right.
Oh, it's that dude?
It's that dude.
Wow.
He, like since day one, he has had a business mindset, because the first thing he did with that money was invest it. He wasn't like every other 15. Like, if you were 15 and you won $30,000, you'd blow through that so fucking fast.
He's not like other
And instead,
girls.
he immediately went to the stock market and reinvested
snake arms.
And so he has such, like, a business mindset. And he's not a kiss ass. He will tell people, your idea sucks, we should do it this way. And because he's been right so far, all of the higher-ups fucking love him. So when he told them, like, that I've been helping him out with his side projects, they're like, well, you know, keep having him help you out and show us his results in, like, a month or two. And we can discuss additional compensation for him. And I'm like, damn, dude. Because he likes me, which is the big thing, because he doesn't like a lot of people at work, but he likes me.
There we go. That's what matters.
That's
exactly.
the only thing that matters.
The higher-ups love him, and he likes me, so he's going to keep talking me up. He already actually, I actually went over our information security policy this week.
Oh.
Which is, like, my career goal, because I want to work in cybersecurity. And the whole reason why they passed that off to me was because he told one of the higher-ups that I had a passion for cybersecurity. And he's like, we actually need to redo our policy. Do you think Mark would be interested? So now, I can put on my resume that I completely redid our cybersecurity policy. From scratch.
See, wonderful part about that, too, I remember you telling me specifically, it's like, oh, when can we have a meeting about this? Tonight. I already have 2 pages of questions.
Yeah, one of my higher ups was like, hey, like, he sent it to me, and then like the next day he's like, hey, when do you want to discuss this? And I'm like, tonight. I went through all 35 pages of our policy already. I have questions I need answered if you want me to do this right. And he's like, okay, cool. We'll have a meeting.
How many questions you got?
We'll have a meeting at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Sound good? I'm like, sure. So I clocked in, sat down, picked up my page of notes, and went to one of the highest-ranking people in the company to have a meeting with him about our information security.
Wow. That's cool. Yeah, CK said that's awesome for you.
Yeah, also, a side project that I've been working on at my job has been encrypting every single computer that we own.
Oh.
How's that been going?
I've gotten through about a quarter of our computers. Which is still something, but the problem is I can't encrypt them remotely. I need to be there in person, and because we have a lot of different locations, I can only do that when I'm there and I have time. Because a lot of days I'm there, but I'm already slammed for the day, and I don't have time to spend an hour or two encrypting all the computers in the location.
I mean, who does? Am I right?
CK said, did you impress the high up? Probably. I mean...
Yeah. He's like, I've never seen you so excited for this. And I'm like, I love information security, which I can't say what company, but...
As you shouldn't.
Gamers United.
Our company, the one that I work for, is 95% sure going to acquire another large company and essentially double our size. And because of that, and because I'm working on information security, I'm like, when we get that big, we're probably going to need a dedicated information security department, which means if in the next year or two that happens, I might just stay with the company.
I was to say, yeah, why not? At that point, if they're doing everything you want to do, and you already have your footing there.
Now, like, realistically, in the IT world, economically, it makes sense to jump around, but I hate the whole awkward, like, first couple months at a new job.
Yep.
Which, honestly, my social anxiety is going to outweigh my financial anxiety. As long as they pay me enough, it will outweigh that. And I'll deal with being paid less what I could be paid elsewhere if I'm making enough and I don't need to leave and relearn another 100 people's names and spend 3 months being like, hey, you...
Just say, man. I usually go with man. Like, what's up, man? Like, how's it going, man? Like, you may know my name. I may not. That's the magic.
I've been there for 3 months. I probably know a third of our staff, like, by heart. And that's it.
That's fine. There's like 6 people where I work. I barely remember their names.
Fair.
Mostly because, you see, like, my brain, like a hard drive, has limited capacity. And the capacity I want for it is my friends. And I have priority over people I work with.
Yeah, that's gonna be the thing, because I mean, this could be bullshit. I could be talking out my ass, but I remember reading something at one point that was like, you can only remember realistically about 300 people.
Oh, yeah.
Slightly larger than the size of my current company, which means if we acquire this other company and double in size, that's not happening.
No.
That'd be interesting if that's like, there is like a hard cap on like how many people you can like.
There probably is. Though, it depends on the difference between short-term memory and long-term memory storage, because you could not think about someone for years, and then someone could mention someone, and you'd be like,
and you remember
oh,
everything.
yeah! You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
like, people in your working memory, there's probably a limit, but you could probably pull people out of your long-term.
Yeah, because I feel like there's not infinite, but like there are a crazy amount of names that if someone were just to say their name, I'd be like, yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
The brain's also weird. It doesn't work like how we think about things in such a binary fashion in terms of like on and off, or how many names you could possibly fit, or how much content you fit, like computer style. Like, the brain is literally an organic structure that just shoots electricity of space dust through you. So realistically, it doesn't store the stuff in that like a fashion as a computer either. So you could pull stuff out of your brain that you've never thought about for years just because it like had an emotional response, or just something was associated with it that made you remember it. The other weird thing is when you I just got distracted because either something blew up outside or that was thunder, and I don't know which one it is. So I'm a little distracted.
Okay.
I'm just a little confused at this point. But what was I going to say? Oh, every time
I've
you
been
access
graced
a
with
memory,
the presence of my dog again.
every time you
Dog.
access a memory, that memory gets degraded every time you access it. So, if you have a good memory, just don't think about it.
What's your favorite memory? Never think about it.
Well,
Hold on, I will take a picture of the good boy so Mark
Dog.
can send it to you, Tony.
Dog.
Dog.
Dog. Dog.
Dog.
Dog. My favorite thing in the world is animal pictures.
Yeah, I only send you animal TikToks at this point.
And
And so does Kendall.
I appreciate it. Makes Tony brain feel good.
Brain go burr.
Brrr.
There you go, Mark. Send that to Tony.
I will. Give me 1 second. Save image.
Brrr.
All right. Have a good night,
Oh.
CK.
Brian, oh,
Good
have a
night,
lovely
CK.
evening, CK. Get some great sleep. We will do your best. Have fun. CK, for anyone too, is 5 hours ahead of us. So, yeah, definitely
Fair.
go to get some sleep.
Tony check he scored.
Oh, it's a baby.
He is like 100 and something pounds.
A baby.
Yeah, Ricky, hasn't he stepped? I remember one specific conversation where he stepped on your nuts
Lucky time.
so hard.
This dog,
The dog.
this lovely dog, I am not going to call him a bastard directly, dog.
Just okay.
He understands the human anatomy to the point where he will always sit in the worst possible spot in your lap. Cut off all circulation to both your legs.
Aww. Monkey time.
And
Yeah, Kim.
if you are sleeping or sitting near him and he wants to be on top of you and lay across your lap, he will step on your nuts. It does not matter how baggy your pants are. It does not matter how well guarded they are.
Those
he will step
paws
on
are...
them, and and it will hurt.
Those paws are lethal.
Those paws are heat-seeking ball magnets.
The missile knows where it is.
He knows where it is.
Knows where it is, but no one where it isn't.
Infobot, you have the...
Do you have this soundboard clip? Or do you have the copy pasta?
Infobot may have stepped away, potentially.
Oh,
Infobot might have died.
I know he definitely has it.
Infobot will return.
I've
in the
heard
next
him
movie.
use it before.
The missile knows where it is because it knows.
Cam,
where
what time are you on? I forget. I know you're ahead of us in time too, but I don't recall, Cam, what yours is. 3:07.
About the same.
So
about
that
the same
is
amount of time.
oh, that is CK's. That is 5 hours ahead of us, which is CK's time.
I know it's a weekend, but God, am I old now where I look at that and I just feel pain?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're old.
Yeah, you're old because I don't feel that yet. However,
No,
I'm going
I
to
mean
feel that
we're the
being
same
very
age,
smart.
and I don't feel that. Like I'm still very okay with being able to stay up at that time on weekends.
Oh shit.
Oh, I stay up on that time on weekdays.
I don't do it on weekdays because of work, because I would not be able to get work done if I had that little sleep going into work. Actually,
run
I do.
on spite alone.
I thought you
Something-
ran on pure autism.
A little bit column A,
Autism
a
and
little bit
spite.
column B.
They go hand in hand.
I feel the same by doing it anyway. Yeah, sometimes I'll regret it the next day now if I stay up to 3. But it depends on what you're doing.
I'm a little shook.
Oh, hey,
Little
you
shook?
good, bud?
Was a little scared shitless there for a bit.
What
You okay?
happened?
I think everything's okay, but that stuff that sounded like explosions was, audibly to me, sounded like very loud gunshots, and from more sleuthing, I think I've come to the conclusion they're actually Memorial Day fireworks that are happening at the complex directly next door.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
but
I'm happy you're saying.
they were, because I heard like live band over there earlier, and I guess I didn't put two together, but I started hearing like
Yeah, no, I don't blame you.
boom, 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 like not the sequence you would usually hear. And my heart is still beating like lightning fast right now, because I literally went to the bathroom and hid and I'm my phone loaded with my phone. I don't know, you read the news, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Mm.
And I just waited a bit, and I was like, well, I think if something was happening, I would have hoped police would have shown up by now. And
Yeah, maybe.
then I heard another burst and some more music over there, so I think that's what happened. But
They're celebrating.
I'm a little trembling. I don't know. I've heard fireworks go off. You usually hear
the classic,
but you usually hear the crackle afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Boom.
I think it depends on distance, actually, too, right?
That wasn't the case. Yeah, I guess.
Because there's a lot of times where I'll hear fireworks where I am, and I only get the boom.
That's true. Because that's all I was hearing was booms. No,
Yeah.
other crackle. I don't know. It's scary. I don't know. I'm in a new place. I moved recently. I'm not used to some sounds. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't know if that's something they do.
That's a new sound!
No, I mean, I don't know if that's something they do. I'm just
Yeah.
cool. I don't know.
I don't blame you. Anytime I'm somewhere different and I hear sounds, I got.
Tell me whatever you want, but I was a little fucking scared there for a moment. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Is it incoming fire? What's happening?
The fire is raining
I'm
down.
here.
I'm pinned down. I don't know. It was just so loud. I was like, fuck me. You know what I mean? Like, I thought someone upstairs in my complex just decided to go full postal or something.
God.
The fire rises. Bane.
But then I heard the dogs were downstairs, so I think we're fine.
Yeah. Thankfully, I have yet to deal with the Memorial Day fireworks for my dog.
I have 2 dogs. My one dog gets so scared at like any loud noise. The other one's fine, but my one dog Cash absolutely hates loud noises. So like,
I mean, I'm just as afraid as the dogs right now.
Yeah. So he'll like, I feel bad for the boy. Like he gets scared easy. There are definitely times I'm just as scared as him.
You're just sitting there, what the fuck?
No, I don't like lightning either. I get real scared of that sometimes.
Hit or miss for me. Sometimes it does freak me out a little bit, but sometimes, like if I know I'm in a safe spot, I'm okay.
Well, I admit what I thought was a safe spot. That's why my brain was like, what the fuck is happening? I don't know. Fuck me.
Oh fuck, I just realized something, Mark.
Yes.
I don't actually have the storyboard written down. It's all in my head.
Alright.
So I guess I know what I need to do.
Yeah.
What's the due date for the storyboard?
Storyboarding.
Next year, this time.
This for the storyboard?
For the storyboard?
No,
Bitch, I'm
for
giving
the
you like
rough
2
draft.
months.
Yeah, for the storyboard, I could get you that by fucking Probably could get that to you by the end of this week.
Fine, I'll give you 1 month.
I was gonna say you have till June, end of June. I think would be fair for that.
Yeah, I mean, I can give him either a brief synopsis essentially by the end of this week, and then like a full storyboard by the end of the month. And then that's gonna be pinned.
Yep.
So my neighbors do not have a muffler on their car.
The muffler's optional.
Legally speaking, yeah, so it's optional.
Oh, okay. Well, I am
yes,
going
Ricky,
to go keep. Oh,
You have 1 month for the storyboard. You got 1 year for the rough draft.
I am going to head off actually, because people are starting to go to bed, and I have to sleep in the same room as my family.
Sounds good.
All right.
Yeah, but now I feel awkward also saying I need to take a break.
I actually was gonna wrap up the podcast in a second anyway.
Oh, cool. So
Yeah.
I'll just.
I'll super now. Hey everyone, thank you for hanging out this week, and we will catch you next week. I just see the pickle weasel and a wickle peasel in the chat, and we're done with the podcast. So, someone do that. I'm holding
When we
it.
don't get one.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the wickle peasel.
How well the two my emotes.
I'll save us from this.
Let's do it, Mark. Thank you, and we will catch you all next week. See you then.